right?
Yeah, essentially. So, let's get in a good one here. And 3, 2, 1. In fact, I might just make this one a no reset, just so I can get in some practice.
So you're just gonna, depending on the whatever you call it, you're just gonna go through the whole game.
Yeah, no matter whether I mess up anything.
Wait a second. Okay, so it's
So you're guaranteed one more full run tonight.
no, that's not it. It's yellow, orange, red. Okay, yeah.
Can you believe it took me like 20 minutes to get out of that first area when I first played this game?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's usually what you think when like you encounter most speedrunners. You know, they usually start off playing the game normally, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like if you're ever speedrunning a game, I'm sure every speedrunner has had that moment at least once where they're speedrunning their game and they're just like, can you believe it took me like an hour to get through this part the first time I played it, and now it takes me 5 minutes.
Yeah. And it was mostly just not knowing how to get past the guard there, because I didn't have the sight pass. And turns out I need to talk to Leona first, and that's literally the first thing she gives you.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this!
Basically. I mean, it really is like that. I mean, Frogger does the Zelda pose and everything.
It's more like it's dangerous to go unauthorized. Take this.
Perfect.
Because the authorized personnel only.
The author blues only. Alright. Woohoo.
Alright, give me a sec.
Scoot-oop. Alright. Alright, this is a good start. I'm hopeful. Ah! I had to say something, didn't I? That is true, Chromo. Do not attempt to jumpstart Frog. Frog is capable of both jumping and starting of its own volition. Good tip. Quality. Every bit. Quality. Perfect text skip, let's go. In the task, every single scrap of text would be skipped. So you you literally get no dialogue. Jumpstart is for kids. That's what they want you to think.
Okay, there we go.
Welcome back. How was your trip?
It was alright. You know, I did a little bit of walking.
You meet any new friends? Get any souvenirs? Any photos of landmarks?
Any photos of landmarks? Not really. I actually forgot my phone and left it in the room.
Ah, rip.
Well, anyway, yeah. What were we talking about before I had to get up? Oh, shoot.
I honestly have no idea.
Okay, let me go back to the thing. Stream lag being stream lag, you just got the relic, and that is a clear sign that I need to reload. Let's see. Okay, now you're talking to. Well, you're skipping all the dialogue. I still have never played this game normally, so I can't fully grasp what's going on at any given moment, no matter how many times it's explained.
Yeah, I get you.
Anyway,
I'm gonna do my best to make sure that everyone can understand what's happening during the run itself.
You just dropped by the guy who looks like King DDD from.
Yeah.
He actually does kind of look like him. That's the first image that came to my mind.
It's true.
I just like to call him King Dada Doo or something along those lines.
Yeah, he's called Mohan in this game.
Does Mohan say buy everything in this game? Because if not, I've been making jokes that don't make any sense.
I don't think he does. Well, that was
rip.
dumb.
King Dida is a joke.
You're a joke.
He actually is one of the easier bosses in Kirby Mass Attack, which is the only Kirby game I have. And even then, it's back at my house in San Fran. King Dida, yes, that's what I called him. I literally I literally just pronounce his name like in every way other than the actual pronunciation.
King Didaidi.
Yes, King Didaidi, King Dada-doo-da-dee-da.
King Kadamanabba.
Yes,
Said the monkey to the chimp. You ever hear that song?
No, I don't believe I have.
Abba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba, said the monkey to the chimp. Abba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba, said the chimpy to the monk. Something like, you know, that kind of thing.
Promo says, I really hate the sounds those mushrooms make.
Yeah. They're strange.
I can't hear them because I have the stream muted. If I don't have the stream muted, it really messes with my brain when I'm trying to speak.
Yeah, I get that.
If you've ever done one of those like speech jammer things, not having the stream muted has a similar effect.
I technically have because I listen to myself through the computer when I check my levels.
Oh, I see.
So it's the same effect basically.
Fair point. I've actually been meaning to do a live stream with a speech jammer at one point.
That'd be a lot of fun. Yo, I got this cycle. I've never done that before.
I
don't know.
Is it like a frame perfect window of opportunity or something?
I have no idea, but I've never been able to catch Dusty right there to be able to talk to him so soon.
Oh, so that saves like a few tenths of a second, huh?
It might. I can't say for sure because he heads in that direction anyway while he auto-scrolls. So it might actually save time to wait for him to become available on the next tile over. I'll see when I task it. See, that's why I want to task this game, is because there's so much stuff like that right there. That can be really, really interesting to find out.
Well, I mean, when it comes to speedrunning, really, I'd guess that every like nanosecond counts.
Usually you want to save as many frames as possible, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess because not every processor goes to nanoseconds. So yeah, frames I guess is the best unit there. So yeah,
right.
I guess when it comes to speedrunning, every frame counts, which I think often is 1/60th of a second.
Usually is, yeah.
Also, I just realized the super jump icon. At least I think that's the super jump.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like Frogger has a broken foot.
It does.
It looks like Frogger's foot with like a plaster cast wrapped around it.
It totally does. It's supposed to be like a space boot or something, but it looks damaged. Yeah, pretty much Chromo.
Yeah. Mute the stream if the broadcaster has you on it.
Yo, Ragey, congrats.
Pays 2 frogs to play the slots. Oh yeah, I need the...
Good stuff.
What's the command to view the command list again?
Commands.
Commands, what I figured, I just wasn't sure. Okay, let's see. Duck droid.
Oops. Apparently it still posts the Ninetales icon
yeah.
along with the list. Oopsie.
Most of the old Ninetales commands still work, right?
Yeah, it's the same bot, just reskinned.
Let's
Darn, just lost some time there.
frog tips. Ooh, I wonder what this does. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try something else. Oh, what did I? Oh, oh my gosh! I'm still not completely used to having this keyboard. Clearly, because I've been using like laptop keyboards all my life. This Razer Black Widow that I got for my birthday is my first mechanical keyboard.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, this is to determine 76%. Okay, good. I don't have to switch to FL then.
Oh, good.
Or Ableton or whatever.
Or what have you.
Or what have you, yes. Oh, going back to the topic of music and DAWs again. Have you ever tried LMMS?
I'm not sure that I have.
Oh. Well, LMMS is, it's a DAW.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can really say about it. LMMS actually is like considered by a lot of people in the EDM scene like the worst DAW ever. Worse than GarageBand even. But
Oh,
that's
wow.
really because it's free and open source. So
I see.
when you get something that's free and open source, there really isn't much to it when you try and use it.
Right.
Oh right, I keep forgetting about the frogs. How many frogs do I have? 323. I'm juggling 323 frogs.
Nice.
That's an interesting image.
Indeed.
Juggling 323 frogs. Okay. So those are... Oh yeah, the redeem thing too. Gamble frogs. What's the difference between gambling and slots?
Gambling is just straight up, coin flip. It's just like you could double your frogs, you could lose your frogs.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, let's see.
The command is a little complicated, and I apologize for that.
Oh, you can only use... Oh, you have to type gamble, and then you can only use your username. Okay. I think that's what made it confusing, because I was like, wait, you can wager frogs with other people or something?
Yeah, it's a little convoluted.
Alright, well... Let's see.
And it doesn't always work either, so let's see if it...
I got nothing.
Aw, man. Lizard dog.
Flying Rage, you got 100 frogs.
Someone is on a streak tonight.
I just shoved 4 frogs into the slot machine, and I'm not getting an output.
Yeah, you have to wait for, like a few minutes between each frog.
Alright, let's try it again. Slots.
If you really wanna do it immediately right afterward, I have another command that is slot. That is not tied in any way to slots, but it works exactly the same way. So it's a bit of a workaround.
Oh, there we go. I got it.
Just
100 frogs. Damn.
I swear I did not make these slots that loose.
Did you really? I mean, You can set the... Ordinarily, I'd ask what the odds are, but that would be like cheating the system a little bit.
A little bit, but I'll say they're pretty good.
Does the jackpot go up every time? No, I'd assume... It
No.
says you can win up to 200 frogs, so I assume, like...
You
out of
can
all the
win...
chances-
Okay. Let me tell you what you can win. You can win 25, 50, 100, 150, or 200.
Yeah, and I assume as the values increase, it gets, the odds decrease, so, like, 200 is pretty rare, or whatever.
It's about... I mean, there's not that much of a difference between slots as far as your ability to win them.
Actually, I did take an applied probability class in my senior year in high school, so theoretically, if I were given a sheet with the odds, I could calculate how much you make on average per game if you were to just keep playing like a bunch of games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually forget how to do that calculation now, so because I haven't taken an applied probability class for a good 4 or 5 months. Let's see what else. So we've got the frogs. Oh, evolve. I should get my Yeah, I should actually get my friend Evoltan into this live stream because Eevee is her favorite Pokemon.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
It,
evolutions are good.
Yeah, I don't follow the Pokemon scene very much, but it seems like suddenly there was just this like thing where, you know, Pikachu being the Pokemon belonging to the main character in the series was the most popular for a while. Then suddenly Eevee just like stepped up and just like pushed Pikachu off the top of the hill and
Yeah,
claimed the throne.
pretty much, yeah. And I thought it'd be a fun, neat little addition to the chat. Have a little Eevee randomizer. I found the emotes in FFZ and just thought, hey, there's something.
What's your compatibility with anyone? Okay. A lot of people say I like too many dead memes. So let's see. Yeah, 73% match between thesnakerox and dead.
Perfect.
Just dead. It only does one word. Oh wow. Yeah. No, yeah, yeah, like for example, I made a remix of We Are Number One like several months late. And by then people were saying We Are Number One is a dead meme.
Yeah, memes die too fast in my opinion. And they even die faster like now than they did even a year ago, it seems like. Like they have half the life expectancy.
Yeah, it seems like last week the big meme. It seems like last week the big meme was I'm trying to think of one. Okay, just to give a completely arbitrary example, it seems like last week the big meme was Cuphead, and now it's Orange Cylinder.
And see, I haven't even heard of Orange Cylinder, so.
It's just something I just like Googled. I think it was like when I Googled like what I used to laugh at versus what I laugh at now or something.
Like how the Astuf movies used to be funny.
Oh, FFC has a
Robbie emote.
Now look at this net.
I like it.
Now look at this net that I just found.
Woo. If you look at the screen right now, Stability, you'll see some new routing that I literally just discovered last run.
Okay, hang on. I'm watching you run through the village and out the gates.
To grandmother's house we go.
going past 3 guards to the boat. You paid 20 curio for something.
Whoa, really?
I think he said something about 20 curio, and you're using your grappling hook to pull the block in.
Okay, like, I'm in the pyramid right now. I'm at the top level of the pyramid.
Oh, okay, you're in the forest on my end right now.
Okay, yeah, so you're like 4 minutes behind, I think.
Okay, so I very clearly haven't missed the new routing then.
Yeah, if you just chill out for a few minutes, then you'll come across it. It's the first room of the second tier of the pyramid.
Okay.
I damage boost through a scorpion and collect an apple during my invincibility frames.
You've heard of Elf on a Shelf, now say hello to Meme on a Stream.
Oh no! Oh, we golded. Let's go.
You're still going through the forest. You're still going through the forest on my end. This is torturous.
That is remarkable.
I think it happens when like you click off the tab. Yeah, it happens when I click off the tab for like a long time. Then I come back and it's like several minutes behind.
Now, do you have the Frankerface Z extension?
I installed it, but it seems to have disappeared.
Okay.
Oh no, I might have disabled it. I might have disabled it to get my CPU to run faster. Let me check my extensions.
I see.
No, I have Frankerfaces enabled.
Check and see if you have an upside down dog head in the corner of your chat room, your chat box.
I used to, but now I don't. I'm running version 1.58.
Can't answer that one then. Have to concentrate for this fight.
Alright. Basically allows people to have custom. At least I think that's how it works. That Frankerfaces allows people to have custom emotes without needing to be Twitch partners. Okay, you're on the second level of the pyramid, I think. You're
Lost
inside.
a little time.
You're going around the coins. Okay, so you said you damage boosted off a scorpion?
Yeah.
Oh, those scarabs. Okay, I just saw you run by them. Pull the platform in. I don't know if that was a damage boost or not.
Basically, I get hurt and then use my grappling hook to grab a tomato while I'm still invincible.
Oh, I see. Tomatoes heal 1 heart, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I know tomatoes are 1 heart. Bananas take you up to full health regardless, I think?
Correct.
There was like a green apple, right? I remember there are 2 other fruits.
Yeah, there's a rotten one that takes away a heart, and there's a pear which cures hyper hop.
Oh, the pear. Oh, the rotten one is the one that looks like a blueberry, right?
Yeah. It has like little red dots on it.
Huh. Oh yeah, I see that. I never saw the red dots from a distance. I always thought that was just like a blueberry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I saw that. You damage boosted on that scorpion and then grab the tomato. Okay, now I can refresh the page.
Please do.
Thank
I'm
God.
in Atlantis
Okay.
now.
You're in Atlantis? The lost underwater. Okay, I see Atlantis surfacing and you're in.
Okay, perfect. You're only like 10 seconds back now.
Okay. And now you're dodging around those like electric lantern. Yeah, this is the world where every time Frogger gets hurt, he just gets like electrocuted.
Yep.
Which as I said in the previous stream is like the go-to method for censoring any otherwise violent death in kids media.
Pretty
It's,
much.
electrocution.
Because electrocution is fun!
Oh yeah, and those weird electric slimes.
Right.
Just saying that. Just saying electric slime is kind of weird. Like,
Dude, that's a sick dance move.
Frogger, but every time he gets hit, it goes faster. Oh, that's a new meme.
That is a good meme.
Dragon Force through the fire and the flames, thesnakerox edition. But every time he has to inhale, it gets faster.
I would watch that. I would listen to that.
No, I mean, I deliberately inhaled the least I could to make it, you know, as fluid as possible.
Right.
But I guess I could also record a version where, like, my inhaling is just, like, super exaggerated.
Yeah, like overdrive it and go
Yeah.
every time. That I would be into that one too.
So I'd just be like, something like that.
There you go, Rachie. Yeah.
Frogger, but every time he has to switch items with his inventory, it gets faster. Oh dear. Actually, I know nobody in the stream has heard my song Chaotic Remastered, but that was the song where I started using some of my very distinct percussion. And from then on until, like, only maybe more recently, I had a habit of using the same drums every time. So I have a thing which I am gonna release on my SoundCloud eventually, because I have a separate thing for SoundClowns. But it's basically just gonna be Chaotic Remastered, but every snare makes the song get 5 BPM faster.
That's a good one.
And
I like that one.
And the song has a lot of snares in it. Or a lot of that one snare that I made.
Are you gonna do pitch bend with it as well, or just speed it up?
Just speed it up because, yeah, for some reason my digital audio workstation has preserve pitch stuck on.
Mm-hmm.
So for, like, video and audio editing, for those who don't know, because it's really a term that I don't see talked about a lot. Preserve pitch basically means that when you speed it up or slow it down, it doesn't alter the pitch. So if you have preserve pitch on, then when you speed something up or slow it down, the pitch stays the same. If you don't have preserve pitch on, then, like, for example, when you speed it up to 200%, the sound gets an octave higher in pitch.
Right.
So yeah, my audio software has preserve pitch stuck on. For although I could maybe try and sort of jury rig a way to turn the preserve pitch off with just, like, a auto tune that gradually ramps up the pitch, but it's not quite the same, I believe.
No. Oh my god, Chromo.
NSYNC, but every time Justin Timberlake has ramen hair, it gets faster.
Wouldn't that just be like a 2-second video?
I think there were, I made an edit of We Are Number One that I haven't uploaded to YouTube just because I thought it was kind of stupid. But
No such thing.
We Are Number One. It's We Are Number One, but every time Sporticus is in frame, it's replaced with Robbie Rotten saying, "Who did you expect, Sportiflop?"
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I support your decision then.
Yeah. And, the reason why is because it's just like anyone can do that.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Yes, exactly.
Another dead meme.
Anyone. Hello, original meme machine broke. These LazyTown memes have gone too far. My favorite
Says the man who's using Kappa.
My favorite
Touché.
My favorite LazyTown meme of all time, though, definitely has to be We Are Number One, but the complexity is described in the description.
Ah, yes.
That one just had me like laughing out loud. It's just like, we are number, don't touch that! Throw it at him, not me! What are you doing? Just follow my moves and sneak around. Be careful not to make a sound.
It's so good.
And it just, that's like, what is it? It's like, we are number one, but I think the full description was like, we are number one, but every one is replaced with, don't touch that, throw it at him, not me, and what are you doing in succession, but totally overdriven. And every hey after the branch scene is replaced with a branch scene slowed down and overdriven, and the branch net and banana peel scenes are messed up.
Oh,
I
Lord.
think that's what it was.
LazyTown meme game.
Yes.
Oh boy.
There was... I actually didn't know You Are a Pirate came from LazyTown until I drew the connection between... until We Are Number One became a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I actually, that's the only episode of LazyTown I even remember watching. Like, it was vivid, too.
One?
That specific episode.
Wait, which episode? You Are a Pirate or We Are Number One?
Yeah, you're a pirate.
You Are a Pirate. Oh, okay. I actually did watch the full We Are Number One episode.
As did I.
But that's the only full episode of LazyTown I've ever watched, I think.
Oh wow. You poor soul.
And then I somehow through YouTube's weird algorithm ended up on a theory that since Sporticus is hero number 10, I somehow ended up on a theory that Robbie Rotten was either hero number 9 or hero number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that.
I think I've heard about that. I like that theory, personally. Like, he just got out of shape and outdated, and he was subsequently jealous.
Yeah. Well, it is called LazyTown after all, and Robbie Rotten does have the mission of making LazyTown lazy again.
True.
Wait, couldn't you have just super hopped up from there?
I don't have my abilities in this level.
Oh, right, because that squirrel took Opar.
Yeah, there's some dirty thieves. Yo, Arctic, how's it going? Smiley bread to you too.
I wonder if they're like... I thought of a new, actually I just got another idea for a speedrun I could potentially do at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Nice to hear.
I don't know how well it would qualify though. Basically, it's speedrunning Minecraft, but in creative mode.
Huh, interesting.
So basically what you have to do is you have to go to the end, kill the Ender Dragon, and then get the end credits. Although there obviously needs to be a catch, and I think for this, I guess, creative mode speedrun, the catch would be that you're not allowed to use commands, so you can't give yourself, like, strength 256.
I see, yeah. So that would be any % creative mode, no cheats, basically.
Ah, I see.
And I could absolutely see that being a thing. That'd be a pretty cool run.
I mean, there's speedruns for almost everything, right?
Yeah, and the nice thing is if it doesn't exist, then you can start it. There are no restrictions.
Yeah. I mean, after all, you did the Three Stooges lose percent in 3 seconds.
Exactly.
Which I don't know if anyone's gonna beat, because I think was that lose percent thing a fluke, or?
It was completely a fluke, yeah. And you have like a 1 in 128 chance to do it, so I just figured, hey, I may as well make a video out of this, and at least make it good for something.
Well, I guess if someone attempted the run 28 times, they'd get it.
True.
At either the same or slightly different from your time.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, yeah, actually, I did look on speedrun.com at one point, at the Guitar Hero speedrun records, for, like, any percent and whatnot, and I didn't see a lose percent speedrun in Guitar Hero, so I could...
There
That
you
might
go.
be too easy. That might be too easy, but, I'm sure people will eventually find techniques to, like, strum faster or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, it's amazing how fast the meta can evolve with a popular speed game. Even if it's not popular, I mean, I've been running this game for, I want to say 8 months, and I'm still discovering new stuff. Even today, I discovered a new skip. So
Yeah.
it's like
That
it evolves.
That kind of makes me think of like the Super Mario World code injection speedruns,
Oh yeah.
or like the I guess
Woo!
zero exit or whatever.
That was clean. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It kind of makes me think of those because like very recently, even only recently, people like Seth Bling and so on have been finding like all these new exploits in the game and new ways to inject code to get the game done faster.
Now, I want to ask you if you've ever seen an any percent run of Super Mario Land 2.
An any percent run of Super Mario Land 2. Well, I know you were doing speedruns of Super Mario Land 1, but I
Yeah.
don't believe I've ever seen an any percent of Super Mario Land 2.
Oh man, you gotta check that out because it basically the entire run involves like arbitrary. I mean, I don't know all of the technicalities of it, but
Oh, of course.
it primarily features you going through the data of the game as portrayed by seemingly random blocks that represent
Oh,
data.
So
If you break the right block, you win.
So it's an arbitrary code execution based thing also.
As far as I can tell. I
think
haven't
that would-
studied on it very much, but it's pretty crazy. So just check it out when you get a chance.
I think if it involves arbitrary code execution, it counts as a glitched speedrun, but I'm not sure.
Well, any percent just counts for any run that goes as fast as possible.
Okay.
Whatever it takes to beat the game without any restrictions. So you can do glitchless categories, which are also popular for Super Mario Land 2.
So, wait, does that mean then for any percent cheats would count, or like cheats would qualify or not?
As long as you can access the cheats and anyone would be able to if they knew how to.
Okay.
But not like enabling God mode or anything like that. That would have to have
right.
its own category.
Let me see it then, because somebody may have already taken my Minecraft creative mode speedrun. Because I highly doubt I will be the first one to think of it. Minecraft any percent speed. Alright, let's see what pops up. Okay, here we go. This is speedrun.com for Minecraft. This guy got it in 6 minutes 37 seconds.
Huh.
Any percent set seed, any percent set seed glitchless, any percent random seed.
So yeah, there you go.
All achievements set seed, any percent set seed peaceful. Alright, let me take a look at this run. If there's either creative mode or... Oh, I can't view it. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked the link to his profile.
Oh yeah, you have to be careful on speedrun.com because if you click the wrong icon or the wrong thing, you'll be taken to the guy's profile page.
Oh no, he is in survival, so yeah, I guess any percent means you have to be in survival. Difficulty was easy, it looks like. Huh. So yeah,
Oops,
I don't
wrong
know.
button.
It looks like it hasn't been done yet, so I suppose I could whatever. So I suppose I could submit that as just a new category or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I can help you with that after the stream if you want.
No, I've got some other stuff that I'm gonna be busy with.
Okie doke.
So,
But yeah, at least keep that idea in mind, because I like it.
Yeah.
Also, I am actually somehow almost tied with PB right now, so
Oh, really?
if I keep up the pace and not fail the tricks toward the end, then I might have yet another PB tonight.
Oh, nice. Wait,
Which,
let me look
you
at
know,
the command.
having already gotten a 29-second PB tonight is a pretty good feeling, but
Yeah.
that'd be really cool to beat it again.
Let me see if there are any celebration commands or if Super Ribbit is the only one.
I think Super Ribbit is the only one I have. Oh, Super Lizard I also have.
Oh, Super Lizard. Maximum OS Frog. Yeah, Super Ribbit is a fun command.
It is the hypest command. There it is.
Oh yeah, Super Lizard. Oh, I see what the slots are now. So are the slots, are the only two possible things you can get in the slot lizard and dog?
No, you can get Sloth, you can get a couple others.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So it depends on what you match up. I assume since this live stream seems to be mostly all about frogs, the frogs are the ones that give you the highest reward in the slots.
Indeed they are.
Yep. So if you get
Good fight.
three frogs, I suppose that's 200. Okay, I was going through that entire thing thinking, like, don't you need health or something? Because you were down to 1 heart.
Yeah. You mean the Atlantis too?
Yeah, you're in Atlantis right now.
Aw man, your stream's lagging again.
Yeah, I tapped out again for like a prolonged amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that Twitch does that. If you switch tabs while you're watching a live stream on Twitch, it behaves all weird. Or that may only be when you have the stream muted, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Twitch in general is kind of buggy sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like they really try to get things right, but they don't always get things right. They just implemented their own dark mode like 2 months ago or something.
Oh yeah, that's it seems like among like major developers and stuff like that, dark mode is starting to become a bit of a bandwagon.
Oh yeah.
Just because I feel like, I could be completely wrong, but I feel like Discord was the first to do it, and then other developers caught on.
You know, I kind of agree with that. It's like, yeah, dark mode was kind of pioneered by Discord in a sense,
Yeah.
and that was in 2015, so it's a fairly recent phenomenon.
Wait, Discord is from 2015?
Yeah, September I think 2015.
Oh, I thought it was 2016. Huh.
It became popular in 2016. I know that much.
No, yeah, and then now in 2017, after Discord added video chat, Skype was pretty much dead.
Yeah, that was the final nail in the coffin right there.
Yeah, and actually, lately I've been just like randomly testing every so often, and it does seem like Discord actually puts less stress on my CPU than Skype does.
Oh yeah, that was actually their original big sales point, is that it was a less CPU intensive version of Skype.
I see.
And ad-free as well, which is really nice. Like, more than anything, that's what would bog down my CPU.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I never realized Discord was ad-free until you brought it up. Wow.
Yeah. See how beautiful and seamless that is?
Yeah. And then there's also, I mean, yeah, Discord being ad-free, the only downside to that is that you will have a couple of features that will be inaccessible until you get Nitro, but, you know...
A very minor price to pay,
yeah,
quite honestly.
And I mean, when you're using Nitro, you support the Discord staff. So.
Yeah, exactly, so it's not like throwing away your money at all.
Yeah. And you get cool stuff. I actually am admittedly envious of people who have Nitro because of some of the things they get to do, like use emotes from other servers.
Yeah, and GIF or animated images for your profile.
Oh yeah, animated profile pics. That's big. Actually, now that you
There we
mentioned that, I just realized, going off on a completely different tangent, I still have yet to create like an animated version of like the stability EKG waveform.
Oh, dude, you need to do that.
Yeah, and funny enough, like when I was first starting out, I wanted that to be a thing on my YouTube channel where the visualizer was like the animated EKG waveform.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally it would have been synced to the beat of the song, but it wasn't.
That's tough to set up. I've been
Yeah,
there.
it is tough to set up in like video editing and stuff. Yeah, and also the problem is I don't have any sort of animation program.
Right.
And I can't really do like the sort of onion skin technique without doing stuff in Photoshop that I'm really not willing to take the time to do.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we're in the green, by the way.
Oh, nice. 18.2 seconds. Minus 8. Wait, how come the gold say plus? Doesn't that mean you got... Oh, it's better than all your previous attempts on that segment, right?
Yeah.
And the best times on the right are referring to your PB for the entire run, not the best on each segment. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Right. Okay, you've just gone into the other house and it's empty.
Okay, so you're right there then.
Yeah.
Just about to hit the 8-minute block pushing puzzle.
Yeah. I was gonna say YouTube has been better at handling the streaming thing than Twitch, but when I really looked into it and I just like was monitoring the chat on my phone while live streaming, I was like, okay, YouTube's actually no better. There's still like 15 seconds of lag.
Yeah, it's pretty neck and neck right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then there's also the emotes, you know.
Yeah. Well, I personally just use YouTube because it's more convenient. I already have a YouTube account, and I already upload videos to YouTube, so...
Oh yeah, it's a little bit less specialty in that sense.
Yeah, Twitch does have better overall presentation, I agree.
Yeah.
With, like, the descriptions and stuff like that, you can put all those cool images and whatnot.
I feel like YouTube is still like a video site, but it just tacked on streaming.
Yeah.
Whereas Twitch is a streaming site that tacked on videos.
Wait, did it, like, you can upload pre-recorded videos to Twitch now?
Yeah, you can actually.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
I never knew that.
And yet they still don't save VODs for longer than 2 weeks. I don't get it.
They save pre-recorded videos, but not VOD.
Yeah, you have to actually bother to export or highlight the entire VOD in order to save it as a video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can, Chromo.
Yeah.
Also, I apologize, I haven't been talking to chat, like, at all for the last 10 minutes.
Also, Frog is not guaranteed for use in American Samoa.
Duly noted. Chromo.
Actually,
I actually use YouTube to preserve unlisted copies of my original streams.
oh yeah, don't you have that feature where like it's anytime you're live it gets mirrored to YouTube also?
I used to, but then I found out that's against Twitch's policy. They have some sort of
Oh.
exclusivity clause, so I don't wanna
Rip.
I don't wanna infringe upon that. Especially now that my account is, you know, monetized to some extent. Don't want to get into any trouble.
Yeah, rip. Yeah, actually, also I wanted to briefly touch upon OBS. I assume you use OBS to live stream.
I do.
Yeah, and one of the funny things I found out about OBS, when I was looking at it, I was like, oh my god, OBS has record. So then, so now, like, anytime I'm on the internet and I'm like, dude, why are you using Bandicam/Fraps? OBS is free and it does everything Bandicam and whatnot do, but better.
I know. That's it. Yeah. Once again, OBS is to Discord as you know, OBS is to Fraps as Discord is to Skype. It's just better,
right.
and there's no reason not to use it, and it defaults to dark mode.
Wait, does OBS have dark mode or not?
Yeah, it has dark mode.
Oh, it does? Wow, I'm missing out on a lot of stuff. I haven't live streamed or recorded even in a while, so...
Oh wow, I think it defaults to dark mode.
Yeah, of course I missed the fact. I probably haven't updated. I probably am using, like, a really freaking old version of OBS right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fun.
I think I'm on, like, 10 or 11 or 12 or something at this point.
Yeah, I have no idea which version of OBS I'm using, but I assume it's a severely outdated one.
Yeah, same here, Chromo. It's a different feel for sure.
Oh yeah, I don't even want to interact in because of YouTube's general format.
I totally get that.
Well, YouTube is where I built up my main gaming channel, I guess, so if I were to, I guess, make the move to Twitch now, that would be super difficult. Because most of my subscribers are probably, like, completely inactive. So, I'd have trouble, getting my following over to Twitch.
Yeah, I hear that. For sure.
But I mean, I guess it would be better if I moved to Twitch eventually. Because, really, the reason I live stream more often is just because it's more convenient.
Oh yeah.
Like when I upload a pre-recorded video, yeah, nothing wrong with streaming on YouTube. That's why I don't see myself moving to Twitch for a while. But the reason why I have considered moving to Twitch sometime in the far future is just because I've been live streaming more often because it's more convenient than recording and editing videos and stuff like that, so.
And it can be a lot of fun to talk to people too.
Oh yeah.
So it's a big chance for social interaction.
But yeah, like, yeah, when you've recorded a video and you want to make like a pre-recorded, thoroughly edited thing, flipping through, sometimes it can be like 3 hours of footage, of raw footage, most of the time you just playing the game and being silent. That is not fun.
No, by any means.
It ranks among the most menial tasks a person can do on the computer.
Yeah, whereas if you want to review, such as I do sometimes, I review PBs and stuff that I get, and if there's a conversation that is going on at the same time, it's a lot of fun to relive those conversations.
Yeah. If I was going to be on YouTube, I would have more content that is specifically suited for YouTube and use Twitch for viewer interaction. Ah, that's a smart idea.
Yeah, that reminds me actually of what Alpha Red does. Like, he has that kind of thing going.
So he uploads all his pre-recorded stuff to YouTube and then just does viewer interaction on Twitch.
Yeah, he posts stream highlights and such, and also has, like, regularly scheduled uploads of fully edited videos.
Actually, I think UCog Monkey does that too. Like, all of his YouTube videos are Twitch highlights.
Mm-hmm. And actually, my entire WinnerBit speedrun channel is that same way.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Wait, your speedrun channel on YouTube is all VODs, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pipe down really quick so you can focus.
Alright, thank you. I was just about to ask about that. It's gonna be about 2 minutes here. Just finished phase 1 on my end.
Okay, if you get stuck, I can try and guess it.
Hopefully I won't need to resort to stream delayed assistance. But thank you for the offer. We'll see how it goes. Alright, phase 3. Now I gotta be quiet. Same chromo, but I am playing. So. Alright. Good. Last one. I have so much time to save right here, actually, I just realized. Well, shoot. That was fast. Yep. Lost that one. Why am I playing the US version? The Japanese version is 15 switches shorter. This is silly. Oh my god. I did it again. Rip everything. Oh my god, I almost defaulted the middle and it was middle. I should have just done it. Yeah, Run is dying. A very slow, painful death right now. Why can I not... Okay, I just got that one out of sheer luck. I am still ahead. I'm still ahead, but that took 3 tries. That is not okay. I can't believe I still suck at this.
Yeah, that one's really hard, because I'm not in the mindset where it...
Jesus.
Okay, it's over, good. I can talk again.
Alright, yes, resume.
I'm still not quite in the mindset yet where I'm just like, okay, those move twice, that means it's there. That's like the way to go to it. That's like the way to go through it. You can't, when it gets that fast, you can't do it just by following them. You have to like count the number of swaps and determine its position based on that.
Practically.
At least that's what I feel like the strategy is.
Like, I don't know why I'm messing it up so much right now. I'm usually okay at that, but these last couple times, woo, ow.
Yeah. So you said the Japanese version is much easier on that part?
Yes, the Japanese version swaps them around, I think, 31 times. And this version swaps them around 44 times, or so.
Oh,
or
wow.
46, I think.
Wait, is the Japanese version equally as fast?
Yeah.
Oh, if it's equally as fast, I feel like that's kind of a moot point then, but...
Well, it's less chance that you do lose track of it. It's like 2/3 as long, so... It is the superior version to run, in my opinion. I'm mostly running the US version out of convenience right now. Because I didn't feel like getting my DS.
This is where we get the reveal that Dusty is the evil enemy in this game.
Ah, yes.
I don't... Here's the thing, I kind of don't understand why he put all that stuff on your Relic, when really, if he hadn't, then you wouldn't have been able to get through this entire gauntlet.
Well, they just didn't expect Frogger to make it this far in any situation.
Oh, I see.
Under any circumstances. Let's see. I'm gonna have to use time stop.
So when Frogger ran into that place, was he seen or? Oh no, he might have been seen because his friends were like, "Ah, Frogger!" Whatever.
No, they just happened to be standing right there. But oh, here's the actual story. I just remembered. Dusty was hoping that by diverting Frogger's attention to the Black Lotus Society, they would finish each other off. But it turns out that they ended up helping each other instead, and so now here's Frogger, unexpectedly at their doorstep.
The Black Lotus Society is the ninja squirrels, right?
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirrels.
TJ Mutant Ninja Squirrels.
That's our split name.
That's our, yeah, I was about to say. Kind of like Indiana Frog and the Temple of Death.
Yes. Whoa, almost missed that jump somehow.
Yeah, that's stressful. Like, I actually was playing Guitar Hero a couple of nights ago, I think. And whenever I would, like, almost miss a note, I could almost feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I could almost, like, my heart would skip a beat and it'd be like, oh, I almost missed that.
Yep.
But
Same
really
thing here.
But really that only happens to me when I'm trying to do, like, an FC run. If I'm not FCing, then I'll just be like, eh, I missed a note, whatever.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to FC it, then I'll just be like, ugh, I almost missed that.
Dude, I'm exactly the same way. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I know this, the instant that I misclick, that, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Howdy, Faceache, how's it going?
Oh,
Hope
hello.
all has been well.
Hello, Faceache. Welcome to the chat.
Oopsie. I want to push it, not break it. There we go. Ooh, threaded the needle there. Yo, let's go. So I'm almost to the end of this run.
I saw you try to break that. Ugh. Oh yeah, I see what you mean by threading the needle. You were right in between those two little laser bullets.
Yeah, it was close. There we go. Ooh, a nice concert, huh? That's cool.
Oh yeah, that's neat.
Who'd you see? Oh man, I'm on PB pace. We're gonna do this. Let's go. We are in there.
I just had a kind of a funny thought.
Mm-hmm.
When you're trying to make the tasks of this game, watch as, like, since you can sort of look at everything closely when you're making a task, watch as, like, the task does it in, like, 20 minutes or something. And then you're just gonna be like, well, there's an entirely new route.
Yeah. That is actually me, like, both post and pre Temple of the Frog.
Oh, really?
RGB. Here we go. Booty Feet and Hikes. I've never heard of them.
They're local.
Oh, local.
bands.
Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
I'll check them out. That sounds like a very interesting group, to say the least. As a matter of fact, their name might be in the PB video.
Well, after all, there is that one, I think they're a band. There is that one band that's, like, called something really ridiculous. And it's a really absurdly long acronym that's, not something that I will actually fully recite on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's, not suitable for the viewers, but it's an absurdly long acronym, and the band made that their band name.
Ah, I get you. That's funny. Alright, this is it.
Oh, jeez. Sounds
Passionate,
like,
nice.
I'm still looking at the thing. It looks kind of like someone. I saw like 2 exclamation marks, and then the screen shook. So I was like, wait, someone fell down some stairs, I think.
Actually, that's Dusty getting beat up by Von Diesel. Or Von Diesel.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. PETA's gonna sue.
Well, this being kind of a kid's game, is it clear whether or not Von Diesel killed Dusty, or?
No. No, he says ... ugh after
Oh,
he gets walloped. They probably had to put that in there to localize it. As a matter of fact, I don't think that tag on is in the JP version, so they might have just left it in there like that was it. I honestly I don't remember.
That happens a lot in the JP version, actually. Like,
yeah,
in the
Earthbound.
JP version, Earthbound.
Yeah, in Earthbound, Porky gets like spanked, I think, and then complains about it. But in the US version, there are just some cartoon sound effects instead, and then he complains about getting his privileges taken away.
Right.
So it's a lot less violent.
I would have said for Yu-Gi-Oh! In Yu-Gi-Oh! In the Japanese version, Merrick kills Odeon, I think. After he loses the duel to Joey, but
This is
in
it.
the American version, Odeon is left alive, I think.
Could you leave enough clues, perhaps, for Face's sake, to be able to determine what band it is? Unless you just want to, like, private message.
Oh, yeah. I don't use Twitch very often. I don't know how to
Okay.
DM someone.
Okay, /W,
Okay.
and then the username, including the underscore. Also, time! 1:06:05. Dude, we are so close to that sub 106.
Oh, I have to type. Oh. I was typing W FaceSake and I was wondering, like, why isn't it working? But that's because I actually
Yo!
had a message.
Yo, hey, we just
What?
got sub 57 in game time.
Sub 57? Oh,
Heck yeah.
nice.
Let's go! Woo! I had calculated that maybe the task could get sub 57, but we got it! IGT!
Okay, FaceSake, that's the acronym. It is absurdly long, and if you look up what it actually stands for, it is somewhat inappropriate. But, okay, I'm gonna do Super Ribbit.
Woo! Man, that felt good. I can't believe it. We got 2 PBs tonight.
Oh,
Back to back. Super Ribbit.
Supper Ribbit.
I am going to add that as a command and give you some sort of reprimandation instead of Super Ribbit.
No. If you say supper ribbit, then it should say like do not eat frog or something.
Oh yeah. How about this? OS Frog, taco props.
OS frog.
Like this. Here, let me type it in chat. OS Frog, TV, taco props.
Oh yeah.
Supper Ribbit.
Supper ribbit. If you could randomize